Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So guys, I'm preparing myself to go for a night shift. Currently it's 5 p.m. And am I scared for this night shift? Yes, I'm not very scared, but somehow scared because it's long since I've gone to a night shift. The last time I did my night shift was like in July, like the end of July, and you can imagine we are in October. So it's long since I've been in a night shift. But and another thing that makes me scared is I'm going to do a night shift in a facility that I've never been before. I'm going to a facility that I don't even know the exact the exact place that it is, but at least I know it's in Moja. So I'm excited to explore. Yeah. I would have said I'm not available because I'm scared, but I've realized that I have to get out of my comfort zone because by going to these new opportunities, they are gonna open more new doors for me and even maybe more better opportunities. So I'm excited. I hope it won't be a rough night. I hope it will be a smooth one. But I know I can handle pressure, guys, because there's this time that I managed the outpatient department, specifically the pediatrics outpatient department, in a level 5 facility by myself from morning up to like 8 p.m. because the healthcare workers were on strike, and so I went for locum because if you get an opportunity, just run very fast towards that opportunity and just earn some extra money. Yeah. So if I was able to manage a level 5 outpatient facility that is even admitting, so like I have to admit the critically sick babies, I have to refer those that I know we can't take care in our facility. Now imagine a level 3 facility. That's too easy. No, it's not easy. It's not easy, but I know I'm going to manage. Yeah. So guys, wish me luck. So I'll see you there, guys. I'll see you there. Hope I don't get lost, because one thing about me is that I'm very, very directionally impaired. I'm very directionally impaired. I don't know if that's a thing, but that's the fact. So I'll see you in that facility. Actually, I'm hoping that it will be a bit busy because I don't like being idle. Yeah, I hope it will be busy so that 8 a.m. can reach like very fast.
2,000 years later.
So guys, it's 10 p.m. and just like any other night shift, it's a bit chilled. Actually, I had been told that the nights are not as busy. It is a good thing, but at the same time, when the nights are not busy, that means the time will go a little bit slower. And I'm supposed to leave here at 8, around 8, 8:30 a.m. and it's 10 a.m. So I think it's like 10 hours later. Imagine 10 hours later. So I'm going to chill here. If there are no patients, I just lie on the desk because unlike Bagadi, if you are doing night and there are no patients, you can go to chill in the what are they called? Doctor's call room. Here there's no call room. So I guess I'll be laying my head here. But thanks be to God, tomorrow I have no plans. Neither do I have plans on Tuesday or on Wednesday unless I get more locums. So I don't care because tomorrow I'll be resting for the day. Yeah, hopefully I just get somewhere permanent. Yeah, somewhere that I'm assured by the end of the month I'll have this amount of salary so that I can even be able to like plan myself. And there are so many mosquitoes here. I think I'm going to close the windows. So guys, because I have a lot of free time in my hands, I'm going to give you one of my very crazy experiences in back in campus. Yeah. So guys, I joined the campus in 2018. 18. I'm sorry, the car hospital is nearby a road, and the roads are a bit noisy. But anyway, after joining campus, it was my first time being in a mixed environment, like both genders, male and female, because my parents took me to an only girls' school ever since I was 10 years up to 18 years. So imagine you're going to a mixed school, a mixed environment for the first time after almost 10 years. No, 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 after almost 8 years. So when I went, I had my first friend. Let's call him friend A. Friend A is a guy. Of course, after you are admitted in university, we have a lot of free time. So before study starts, we stay a lot, like for almost a month. You can imagine the boredom and a lot of free time. So most of the time when I'm bored, I would go to my friend's hostel or he would come to mine. But the best thing is that he had other bunch of friends. So most of the time we would be hanging with his bunch of friends, or we would be going around the university trying to learn the new environment. So finally, after I think a month, studies started. So we started our lectures, and when we started our lectures, I had my second friend, that is a Fred B. Just like Fred B, Fred A, Fred B was also a guy. And the only difference between Fred A and Fred B is that Fred B did not have other friends. He was like more of a loner. Yes, he was a loner. And he, being a loner, that means he could not make more friends. Like I was kind of his only friend. So the time you'd spend time in my hostel, and even when I tried to push him away, he still came back and he came back and he came back. Even when I felt like he's suffocating me because there was no personal space, he still came back. Our friendship continued with person B. Now, like person B became like my closest friend, or let's call him my best friend, up to like that year. Yes, because I was telling you it's a bit. So our friendship continued with person B up to that year. So for friend A, like person A, we were not talking as much. Like we were just like those kind of friends that you say I when you meet on the corridors, but you were not spending time together like I was spending time with person B. Finally, like I felt that this friend is spending too much time with me that I have not to like have other friends. Sometimes it's good to have like more friends. As much as you have this one friend, you need like to still know more people. I told Fred B, you know what, maybe you should try to like make new friends, know more people, and also I should try to make new friends, know more people, because anything can happen to either of us. And after that, I think Fred B became offended. He felt like I didn't need the friendship anymore, and he decided to befriend a bunch of girls that were living like close to my vicinity, like close to the Kateni house that I was living in, which I had no issue in. But the problem came when he befriended the person that was living opposite my room. Yeah. So imagine your best friend for the last 3 years. Now is kind of wants to make you feel like not guilty, jealous by befriending the girl living opposite your room. I felt bad, honestly. I felt, let's say, maybe jealous, or yeah, let's call it jealousy. But I didn't react in a bad way. But what I did is I came across my third friend C. Friend C is also a guy. For friend C, I can say he was like a really hardworking person. He'd spend most of the time in the library studying and reading, and if we are not having classes, you'd go to the library in the morning as early as 8, and you'd come back in the evening. So he was my friend, but we had no close contact because he was very busy in the library. I was very busy in my room watching movies, whereas my friend is reading. Anyway, guys, my person C continues to be my friend throughout the remaining third year and fourth year. And then when we are finishing campus, we had this but the last semester we went for community attachment. I and my friend C, we went to the same place for community attachment, and apparently I was the only girl in that group that was sent to that area because our class had fewer girls than men. Like the men were almost two times the number of the ladies. So friend C was a really good friend because every morning we were not staying in the same place, like in the same plot. So he would come, pick me in the morning, we go to work, then he would also drop me every evening after work. And if we needed to go to the market, he would come pick me, we go to the market, do our shopping, brings me back to my house, then he goes to his house. Like he really was a good friend. I felt loved and protected. As much as he was that good friend, I thank God because he never crossed like boundaries with me. You know, sometimes male friends they tend to be good people, but at the end they just want you guys to be like intimate. So remember my friend B that we stopped being as close because we decided to like look for more friends. So what person B does, like he also went to community attachment but at a different place. But we were almost near. So he goes back to school. I don't know what he was going to pick at the university grounds. And then he decides to go and visit my neighbor, like the girl that's now the new girl that he was hanging out with. Person B goes back. He's like, calls me and tells me, like, what's wrong with him? Like, you know what? I went back to university and I went to visit the girl and I found her with the boyfriend and they never opened the door.
Shame.
Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what? Like, that's not my problem. That's your own problem. That's not my issue. Go sort yourself. Anyway, guys, finally, we're done with the community attachment and we have to go present projects and finally do like the FQE. So we go back to the university grounds. So what person A does? Remember I have three male friends. Friend A, friend B, friend C. So friend A was the first friend that I had that we were not talking as much. So friend A goes to friend B and tells friend B, you know what, you should stop talking to Esther because she has a boyfriend and the boyfriend is friend C. So stop bothering them, they are in love. And then again, friend A goes to friend C and tells friend C the same thing. You, friend C, stop talking to Esther because Esther is in love with friend B. Stop ruining their love moments. So of course, friend B tells me what friend A has told him, and friend C tells me what friend A has told him. And what they did do is they distance themselves from me because apparently I'm the girlfriend of the either of the two, but not friend A. So they distance themselves from me. They don't want to talk to me. So what I did because these three men are stupid. Like what's their problem? I don't know. So because they stopped talking to me and I stopped talking to them. So we are not talking to each other. So but now friend A is coming a bit too much. Like currently it's calling a lot. It's like calling a lot. And if I don't pick the phone, he calls and calls and calls and calls. I'm sitting here and like I know the main agenda of Fred A was to break the friendship of the two guys so that you can become the main guy, of which I don't like. I don't want him. I don't want Fred B either. I don't want Fred C either. So what do you think I should do, guys? What should I do? Currently, I know it's not the best decision, but for the three guys, I've just blocked them, like totally blocked them. Don't think I'll ever unblock them because, like, they think I'm a kind of a tool that I don't know how to describe it. But currently, I'm not talking to the three guys, and I'm very okay with that. My peace of mind is perfect, very perfect. So, guys, that's my crazy Fred group or my the love. I don't know to call it love triangle. It was not really love. It was not love, guys. So just tell me, what could you have done if you were in my shoes? Yeah.
End of story.
So guys, it's like 12:30 a.m. So it's not busy actually. It's not busy. The last patient that I had was at around 8:30 p.m. So it's 12. And I'm hoping the night continues being peaceful. So in the meantime, I've got this blanket from one of the rooms, and I'm sleeping on this bed. Yeah. So I'll see you after I wake up in the morning, hopefully. And I hope I won't get more patients. I want to sleep. I want to rest.
The next day.
So guys, it's like 6 a.m. Yeah, 6 a.m. At least I've rested just a little bit, but I could not get like a comfortable sleep because of the mosquitoes. Again, the carpet, it's so tiny, but it's better than nothing. So at least I have 2 hours to go because I have to wait for the clinician that is going to come so that she can relieve me, then I go. So guys, let me just sit down because up to now I still don't have any more clients.
One eternity later.
So it's 9:30 a.m. I'm finally back in my house. The shift was very smooth because from 8:30 p.m. up to right now in the morning when I was leaving, I have not had any new patient. So and even the last patient that I had was not even my patient. So the patient was going to the dentist. So technically speaking, the patient was not mine. But the night was smooth. I've been able to sleep, but the mosquitoes, guys, the mosquitoes are so innocent. But I've been able to get at least, I think, 2 hours sleep. So I'm back in the house. I'm preparing some tea. Take the tea, then try and get some sleep. Hopefully, like I hope I will get more locums and finally a permanent job, guys. Or if that won't work, I hope my online works like streamline and I start earning some income from them, guys. But anyway, if you have watched up to this point, make sure you subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.